look at my life, man, that's lessons on lessons on lessons.
I feel blessed. Well, I feel blessed.
Kobe Bryant. My people, I am Gabriel Joseph, and I have to tell you right now that we are in, I'm not even gonna get spiritual with the last days and all that, but we are in a time where, for a lot of people, famine is already here. And for a lot more people, famine is coming. And if you haven't noticed, like a Hummer type, I don't know if y'all saw that, but that was like a Hummer type of vehicle. I mean, like military type vehicle. Didn't it look kind of military type? I mean, camo colors on it. But either way, the purpose of this video is to basically let you know like what you should be doing right now. It's almost 2022 right now, okay? And of course, back in the day, if you are 80s baby like myself, you know, back in the day we had a strong feeling about what it would look like in 2020 and 2021, all this type of stuff. You know, 2025 is coming. We had our we had an outlook. You know, some people making predictions. It's gonna be like this. We're gonna be flying in our cars and stuff like that. So we thought we were gonna be living like the Jetsons, you know. And I would say nobody ever pictured this. Ever. Unless you got some psychic abilities and you really tapping into your spiritual gifts and stuff like that. Nobody saw this coming, man. You know? And the fact of the matter is, where I think a lot of us mess up is we are so stuck on the way of the world that it affects us fully. Like, it really affects us. Oh, they changing this, they're doing this law, and it really affects us. And what I think the main reason why it affects us is because we depend on the way of the world. You know what I'm saying? We depend on this system that I call the beast, of course. We depend on it. It feeds us. You know what I'm saying? It puts clothes on your back. You know? And at the end of the day, nobody's thinking about being self-sufficient anymore. There are a small few, yes, that think independently enough to not want to deal with a government or not live off of a government's, you know what I'm saying, rule. And the best way and the easiest transition, I say, that can be done for most of us is to basically buy your own land. I mean, now, it could be any type of land. But I would say, why not you and some of your family members get together, you and some of your real close friends, whatever, whoever's on your team, whoever's pro you, you know what I'm saying?
In 1 mile, keep left to merge onto State Highway 51 West.
Get together with a group of people and go on landwatch.com and go find some land, preferably like an hour and a half outside of your major city. Because what's happening in LA, what's happening in San Francisco, New York, it's gonna keep happening, y'all. They started with almost the biggest cities in this country, straight up, and they gonna start locking stuff down, man. Everybody that just thought that we were conspiracy theorists and stuff, and they'll never do a martial law, and you'll never just, if you don't think that they're gonna be soldiers in front of stores, man, checking IDs and stuff like that, man, if you don't think that that's gonna come, then I mean you kind of out there, man. Your belief system may be a little juvenile. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you putting too much trust into this government. As adults, we think of the government almost as children think of the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus.
Use the left 2 lanes to keep left to merge onto State Highway 51 West.
I just don't understand. I mean, I do understand. But what I don't understand is how most of us don't want to be self-sufficient. We don't want to have our own land. 10 acres. 10 acres can fit more than a few manufactured homes. You know what I'm saying? 10 acres can fit modular homes. Those things, a modular home can be built in 4 weeks. The whole thing built, ready for you to put on your land. 4 weeks. You even have those new container homes that they're doing now. You get you some land, guess what you're not doing? Preferably, you are growing your own food, and therefore you're not going to the grocery store. You're not eating that poison. You're not eating the
In 6.2 miles,
injected,
continue onto US 64 West.
You know what I'm saying? The injected produce. You're not eating that stuff. The stuff sprayed with all these chemicals and stuff like that you're getting at the grocery store. You're not getting none of that. You gotta understand, the world has a system. The system is the beast. Even the Bible says, don't be like the world. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to set yourself apart. If you're like the world and you're of the world, you're gonna go down like the world. Straight up. And so, why not get out of these cities? The cities are gonna be locked down. You gotta look at these country folk that been living that way out in the country somewhere, got their own land, they do their own hunting, they do their own fishing, all that type of stuff. You gotta kind of applaud those people. It seemed like they knew something that we didn't. But most black people are, and people of color in general, people of color, are in these major cities, okay? And they know this. And so when they want to lock things down, the sprinkles of white folk that get involved, they could just be collateral damage to the government. When the government's whole plan is to lock down brothers and sisters. Let's just say that's the plan. You got to get out of these cities, y'all. Look at all the land that's available. Go on a road trip. All you gotta do is go on a road trip. Travel anywhere that's more than 5 hours, 6 hours away. You're gonna see so much land, so much open land, and a lot of that land is for sale. A lot of that land literally has for sale signs and realtors all in there. But I just literally found 10 acres of land somewhere that I'm looking at getting an hour and a half outside the city, 2 hours outside the city, and that was like $58,000, $59,000. And so, if you got a group of people, 10 or so individuals, somebody got the credit to get that money, or somebody got the money. That's cash. You know what I'm saying? You pay that cash. Get somebody that got the money or can get the money, and then all the people involved pay that person back. Like, come on, y'all, we can do this, okay? Get you some people on the property who know how to hunt or farm. You know what I'm saying? Any of that type of stuff. We got to think like a village. Like when they say it takes a village type stuff, sometimes, especially right now, I think it takes a village to even survive in this new world that we about to live in. You may have to team up, man. If you're not independent enough to stand on your own, get on a team. Get on a team. But I'm telling you, it's already grocery stores. When's the last time you seen some chicken wings in the grocery store? Like, seriously. And then you like apples, $2 for an apple. So it's like, look at what's going on, y'all. And then most of our imports are with China. Most of our imports are from China. And China don't even like us at this point. So you got to understand, man. Look at the ports. Look at all the ports. Ain't nothing but ships, and they all from China. Straight up. If you look at the ports. And so all I'm telling y'all is to wake up, man. Get to snap into your self-sufficient self. You know what I'm saying? What you want to be is self-sufficient.
In 2 miles, continue onto US 64 West.
You know what I'm saying? The more independent you are, the better you will be. You do not want to lean on a government right now. Look at what they're doing with these policies. Look at what they're doing. And so the last thing you want to do is lean on them. Last thing you want to do is need them. Because they're going to need you to do something. They're going to want you to sit to get shots and stuff and put stuff in your body and do certain things. They're going to want you to do that. And so it's always going to be a trade-off. And then on top of that, the government is somebody you cannot trust. You can't trust them. Like, for real. I mean, they knowingly knew that those shots back in the day were giving people different issues and problems and cancers and stuff like that. They knowingly knew that, and they still let people get it. They still let people take it. Why? Because Big Pharma. That's why. There's so much money in people getting sick. There's so much money in at the expense of everybody's demise is pretty much what they own.
Stay in the left 4 lanes.
So, what you gotta understand is you gotta go almost like back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I would go and get some land. I would even go get a couple horses. Just in case. You never know what's gonna happen with cars. You never know how long gas.
Continue onto US 64 West.
You just never know these things. And so you want to stay ahead of the game. You gotta stay ahead of the game. And so to stay ahead of the game is to be self-sufficient.
In 1.4 miles, take the exit onto Memorial Drive.
You can land around, like a water source. You know what I'm saying? Like a stream, a river, a lake, or something. If you're finding land, choose land like that. Water is the energy source. You know what I'm saying? Or you can even do some research and find out where it's high winds. Get a wind turbine, something like that, blowing around like that can power your house. You know what I'm saying? When you get the house, everything made, built up, or whatever you're doing, put some solar panels on there. Like, let's be smart, y'all. Straight up. If you gotta live off the earth, y'all, that's what we're gonna do. You gotta hunt your own food. That's what you have to do. At least you know the only thing in this food is what that animal was already eating. Straight up. Personally, I can eat salmon every day.
Use the right lane to take the exit onto Memorial Drive.
But that's my video, man. I just want to keep y'all on point. You know what I'm saying? I just want to keep y'all on point. So, however I can do that, that's what I'm going to do. All right? This is Gabriel Joseph. I'm signing off. Y'all be easy. Enjoy your day. And you know what? Something else you got to do. You must do. If you get your own land, you're living off the land, okay? You're not depending on a big government and all that stuff. What you have to do is you must grow herbs. And not just regular herbs, man. Look at what helps you. What helps skin. What helps eyesight. What helps everything. You know what I'm saying? Look at what can help your life, okay? And then that's what you want to grow, all right? Keep that in mind, okay? Grow the herbs. And then any type of medicines, any type of stuff that you do have, get a storehouse. You know what I'm saying? Store that stuff, man. Cause there's a team of y'all, man. It should be about 10 or so of y'all. It should be at least 3 families can do this. You know what I'm saying? Or more. But definitely more. But get a storehouse. Store up your stuff that you need, man. Okay? What you have to do is think survival. Think survival. And then don't think about the Walmart down the street. Think about you may have to grow an aloe plant for you to get aloe vera. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may have to be like that, man. Grow you some tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? Something that's filling. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be smart out here, y'all. Let's be smart. Grow some eucalyptus. You know, grow some rosemary. Okay? All right. I just had to add that, y'all. 2 fingers. Vibrate.